Hello everyone, welcome to the Educon Community DBMS learning series. And today we will learn about the view of data and the data abstraction and its three levels. Those are physical level, logical level, and view level. So now we will learn about the view of data. So a database system is a collection of interrelated data and a set of programs that allow users to access and modify this data. And a major purpose of a database system is to provide the users with an abstract view of the data. That is, the system hides certain details of how the data are stored and maintained. This is the view of data. So the next thing is data abstraction. So for the system to be usable, it must retrieve data efficiently, and the need for efficiency has led designers to use complex data structures to represent data in database. Since many database system users are not trained, developers hide the complexity from the users through several levels of abstraction to simplify the user's interaction with the system. So, to ease the user interaction with the database, the developers hide the internal irrelevant details from the user. And this process of hiding irrelevant details from the user is called as the data abstraction. So, now we will see about how we can divide the data abstraction in various levels. So, we will go from bottom to top. So first one is physical level. It's the lowest level of data abstraction, and it describes how the data are actually stored. The physical level describes mainly the complex low-level data structures in detail. And the next part is logical level. So the next higher level of abstraction describes what the data are stored in the database and what relationship exists among those data. The logical level thus describes the entire database in terms of smaller number of the relatively simple structures. Database administrators who must decide what information to keep in the database use the logical level of abstraction. And the top level is view level. So the highest level of abstraction describes only part of the entire database. And even though the logical level uses the simple structure, complexity remains because of the variety of information stored in the large database. So many users of database system do not need all the information. Instead, they need to access only a part of the database. So the view level of abstraction exists to simplify their interaction with the system. And the system may provide many views for the same database. Okay, so I will explain this thing with an example. So this is the example. So let's say we are storing the student information in a student table. So at physical level, these records can be described as blocks of storage in bytes or gigabytes or terabytes form in the memory. So these details are often hidden from the programmers. And at the logical level, these records can be described as fields and attributes along with their data types. The relationship among each other can be logically implemented. The programmers generally work at this level because they are aware of such things about the database systems. And at the top level, means the view level, user just interact with the system with the help of GUI and means graphical user interface and enter the details at the screen. And they're not aware of how the data is stored and what data is stored. Okay, so such details are hidden from them. So it's the total about the data abstraction levels. And I think this will be clear to you. So that's for all today. And do like, share, subscribe as much as possible for getting the whole series of database learning series. Thank you.